to the tune of OPP. Minority by nature, no time for idle chitter chat and petty iteration. Seeming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show.
What the fuck? Jesus.
YouTube won.
You know, these motherfuckers, to tell you. I was saying that for anyone that wants to start a YouTube, I'm going to wait for the chat to fill back up so I can bitch.
J2K got the link, right?
Yeah, I sent them the link.
I'm barely live, Cliff. Barely live.
I'm waiting for the chat to fill back up before I start complaining.
We have 6 in the chat.
Fucking ridiculous.
We were up to like 72 in the chat on the other chat.
Yeah, now everyone's gone. They're like, what the fuck just happened?
Like, BCP left me. We here for you guys.
J2K here.
All right.
J2K.
Yo.
Dude, what? I mean, let's get enough people here before I bitch about this.
Dun, dun, dun,
I want to stand on a soapbox.
We need an audience for this soapbox.
Don't bitch. Just go back to what we were doing. Don't catch up.
Well, I think Major Burns is he's a hot topic, so I wanted to hold off until
you're right.
Dan does a Major Burn on YouTube. We can talk about Major Burns, the football
We're gonna have
player.
a major burn by Major Shorty.
Yeah.
Cliff, Grizzly Bear, Amphiaris, Antmus, how are Bears? Thank you back. Well, I just say it about YouTube.
Longing of the age of Bavaria, the age of Bavaria,
Yeah, that's why I don't hang out with these guys no more, because they get to singing and whatnot. There he goes.
What's up, Trips?
Triple R in the house.
Trips in the house. The power of polls compels you, my brother.
The power of polls didn't compel him to make a good draft, but that's another story for another time. But yeah.
And you're out of here. Fucking guy. You haven't been pulled in a while. It feels like the good old days.
B B B B C B B B.
Hey, Grizz.
All right. Well, I guess I can't stand in my soapbox.
You can, but we'll knock you off.
All 70 fucking viewers because we played some videos that somebody
Well,
else.
you know what, though, man? I'll tell you what, that doggone Shorty. We're going to talk about some Major Burns.
All right, let's do it.
Before I
guys ready?
Can I just bitch to all 8 people in here really quick and just say,
absolutely.
Like, for anyone that thinks, this is a fucking bag of money doing this, like, listen, these fucking cocksuckers, as soon as you become monetized, they immediately take 25% and they put it into into your taxes, and they don't pay you 25%. You lose 25% that goes into taxes that you never receive, that you don't have to file because you didn't make $600 that year. So now you become monetized. You make $100 in fucking December of said year. The next year you might make $300, and the next year now you got $500 in 2 years. Yet they took out 25 fucking percent for taxes that you never even fucking claimed on. And then what's left over? Then they take 22% of that for their own fucking greedy selves. So fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you.
With that being said, let's move on to Major Burns.
Major Burn by Shorty. All right.
Shorty Burns. Shorty Burns. Shorty Burns hard.
God.
Shorty Burns.
Damn,
Major Burns. Because it's Major Shorty.
All right, so back to football talk. Major Burns from LSU, the safety, 6'2", 207, 8.2 RAS score. At the time, I didn't get enough tape to watch him, but I did see some tape on the Barroom Network from Aldo, and I know that Walt from the Bear Review did say that he's got some tape that he's going to break down. So everybody go check out those sister stations. Help our brothers out.
Yes.
My opinion was written up prior to me getting to watch him play. I will say I don't know if much has actually changed, but I'll read what I wrote when I first got here. And it's not that nice. I'll be honest. Major Burns has been a major bust, going from a 4-star recruit to undrafted free agent. While he has the size and speed to be an NFL safety, he made too many mental errors in college to warrant a draft selection. He could find a role in special teams coverage given his ability to tackle, but it'll take time and some good coaching for him to develop into a trustworthy backup safety on a 53-man roster. Good practice squad development prospect if he shows he can remember and respect his keys and assignments. Anybody else get to watch him
Why
play
is
at
it
all?
silent when you're done talking? I feel like I have to like insert here. Like, anybody else have anything to say?
I saw what you saw in the bar room. I saw that too, and then I was able to find a couple of clips, I think, on Twitter. And my question was, can this guy become a linebacker?
Good question.
If he throws some weight on, and I don't know for sure. I mean, because you just stated everything about the center position, but he's got the build. Could he potentially be a special teams player and a backup linebacker? It's just a question again too. So
I saw very much a safety build. We had his RAS score. We could check out like the actual arm length and all that kind of stuff, but it's not too big of a deal. He does have a good RAS score, and he was a 4-star recruit. In fact, he was considered. I think he won Under Armour High School All-American, which is like actually a really prestigious award for one of the best high school prospects in the country. Wow. So this guy walked in to college with all the ability to be a top 100 pick. He's got that, but everything that I read about him was just about him making wrong decisions, being flat-footed, being indecisive. And then when I did see on the Barroom Network,
I'm sorry, which player?
Major Burns.
Okay.
So I did see on the Barroom Network that there was some all 22 tape, and I did feel like I saw a guy who is hesitant, looked a little bit lost, and was letting plays come at him instead of diagnosing things. So look, UDFA, it's a great pickup because there is potential there with his traits. Just somebody needs to crack through to that mental side of the game and get him to, like I said, remember and respect his keys and assignments. Thoughts and feelings?
And here my dumbass fell in love with the name.
Frank Burns eats worms.
Major Burns
just sounds like a safety.
Anybody that have more insight on Major Burns? Because I don't want to leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth for this guy, but from the little I saw and what I researched,
sir, speak your truth.
Yeah. I just, I have concerns, but as far as an undrafted free agent, I think it's a great pickup because hopefully our coaches come down, knock some sense into this kid and get him playing where he can be the best version of himself.
I'm sure that's why they brought him in, because he's got the traits. It's there. It's like you're saying, man. Can somebody get him out of his habits or change the way his mind works? Don't know about that. I actually, what little I saw and read, you know what? I didn't read enough, man. If you read stuff like that,
wait a second. You can read?
once in a while I'm allowed to.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, now you learned something tonight, Shorty.
I do.
What the fuck?
It's been a day. I learned a lot of shit today.
Ooh, I made it 10 minutes without swearing on this one. It was only like 3.5 the other one.
Improvement.
But I like the stuff.
To do it with, so
I read some stuff and I saw the stuff on Bar Room and a couple other clips on Twitter, X. Because I'm finally back on X after not being on it for like 7 months. Finally got into my account. And I kind of thought, I was like, oh man, I got to see more of this guy because the Raz score, the stuff from the Bar Room, some of it was negative, but most of what I read, I was like, I really want to see more of this guy. So like I say with everybody, I need to see stuff. But I actually thought that I liked the guy. And then after what you're speaking, which are saying J2K, I didn't see or read any of that. So I didn't do a full enough in-depth check like I did with Tripoli or the safety or that linebacker out of Maryland. I can't remember the name. But they brought him in, obviously, because of that. And
Hippolyte?
There you go, Hippo. I just call him Hippo for short.
Just making up words. Sure.
So it's a
like
UDFA. The UDFA, we can even move on, man. What about that long snapper from Iowa, man? Is he going to?
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. But
Okay.
I hear you, Foster. I hope that in preseason training camp we see a player that the coaches can mold, and if we can stash him on the practice squad with those physical traits, he's got the size to do it. He's got the length. I really hope for the kid. I don't want to be too negative about him because I want everybody to succeed. But there's just a question that he went from a 4-star recruit to an undrafted free agent. So there's obviously, college career didn't go as good as I'm sure he hoped.
A lot of times you get a lot of those star ratings based upon your measurables.
He did the opposite of Cam Ward.
Right. Exactly. Hey, those like PJ's saying, just because you got the traits or you don't got the traits, you got the stars or you don't got the stars, doesn't mean you can't be a good football player.
Yeah.
Which is a great segue to our next undrafted free agent, safety, Tysheem Johnson from Oregon, who does not have the traits, 5'10", 201 with a 3.09 RAS score. But I love the kid. Short height and length, compact build, plays the run well, blitzes and tackles well, has decent speed and good quickness, fluid hips, times and breaks on the ball well to get interceptions, has experience as a box, strong safety, and free safety in a single high. Always in the right place, takes advantage of opponents' mistakes, may not have elite speed, but his instincts allow him to play much faster than timed. Scrappy, smaller safety who has a good range, great instincts, and a knack for being at the right place and time. Should be a great special teamer and potential backup free safety or strong safety. Guaranteed practice squad and fringe 53-man roster. I love this kid.
Tysheem Johnson.
Yes,
Sorry,
Tysheem Johnson. War number 0 at Oregon. Just a scrappy little guy all over the field. Guy is making diving interceptions left and right, breaking up passes, just at the right place, the right time. Every time makes good decision. The first step is always the right step in the right direction. I absolutely love this guy.
If only we could see the video.
Yes, sir. And that's another thing. I actually really enjoyed watching his videos, tape. So he's a guy to watch out for. Again, Tysheem Johnson from Oregon, safety.
You can call me Ray or you can call me Jay, but you can call me Johnson.
He was on, I'm trying to remember because there was only like 2 Oregon games that I was able to, I think that's all there was for the whole season that you could see in Chicago. And if I'm not mistaken, man, I wish I could remember who that was. He made an interception in one of those. But I didn't even know who he was when he did that. Found out after the fact. And I have him as the fifth guy of the UDFAs that I liked. It's just a matter of positioning and whether or not
I mean, need some caffeine. How much more we got to go with it?
man. You
I
can only stash so many guys.
Yeah. And one thing about Oregon, they've always kind of had really good scrappy defensive backs, secondary, you know.
Thomas Graham Jr.
Yes, Thomas Graham Jr. There you go. Now, I don't think Johnson is a nickel back. I don't see him in that role. I see him more as like close to, well, he's got a good positional flexibility at free safety where his instincts are good. Like you think like a Mike Brown at free safety where, you know, he's going to make the right step. He's going to read the coverage, be in the right place. But he's so scrappy and his movement skills are so well, like in a box and in traffic, that he's going to make, you know, tackles behind the line of scrimmage, all that kind of stuff. So I really like him. Just kind of a perfect special teamer that could crack that safety lineup as a backup. But without further ado, we are going to get to the last of these UDFAs. We have long snapper Luke Elkin from Iowa, former teammate of Torrey Taylor. So they've got a nice repertoire. And given that he is a long snapper, he's a long snapper, guys. There's not too much tape on it. He snappeth the ball.
Well,
And he's a teammate or former teammate of our punter.
yes.
Yep.
Good
So
call.
yeah, I think it's a great pickup. We'll see what he can do if he can supplant our current long snapper. I like that they're bringing in a former teammate. I think that's just kind of a fun thing for the two guys to get back together on a football field together. So I do like that. We also signed undrafted free agent kicker Jonathan Kim from Michigan State. I don't think there's rad scores for the long snapper or the kicker. Just a heads up. But here's Major Burns. There's Johnson. There is actually RAS for
Carl sent this to me.
for the long snapper. So for the kicker, showed major improvement in 2024, connecting on 90% of his field goals with 91.7 of his extra points. Strong leg, hitting 7 out of 11 from 50 plus yards with a career long of 58. Kid has a strong leg. Always the big issue in the NFL is can they be consistent with the increased time, speed, quickness it takes for them to kick the ball. Defenders are much quicker in the NFL. So can he adjust his motion, speed everything up, and stay as accurate and maintain the power? So to be determined. But we got a kicker to push Santos, who has a strong leg, and Santos does not have a very strong leg. So we will see.
I mean, at what point do you start to
What happened to Elkins?
concern yourself with leg power over accuracy, right? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like.
Well, you always wish you get a little of both, right?
Yeah, but I think if you can build a powerful enough offense, right? If you need 5 yards when you have a kicker that can't kick that extra 5 yards, does it balance itself out? Would it be worth it to just keep as much as I'd
Let's
like to
start
say
that
this,
way.
but don't know if I want to?
What was his long? 55 yards?
Something like that.
58 was
They
his
said
long.
it was either, I think it was 55, wasn't it?
No, Santos.
Oh,
Not
Santos.
Not Santos.
Yes.
I'm talking about the UDFA.
Oh,
58.
58. Okay. Because I got confused, man, because I was still on Elkins before. I was going to say it for Elkins real quick. Let me just say this. all he's got to do is be as consistent and a little better than what we have, and he'll be
Well, that's easier said than done.
on the field because of cost, and he's familiar with the punter, so that takes care of one of your guys that's probably going to feel more comfortable with the guy he's been working with for a bit.
Great point.
Maybe not. What if he doesn't? What if they don't like each other? I'm sure that was all discussed already.
Hey,
What if he hates Aussies?
I'm just saying, all he's got to do is be whatever our guy is considered, because I forgot his name now because I was so used to whatchamacallit we had for 13 seasons.
well, whatever he's going to do, he's
What-
going to do.
Whatchamacallit was a good player, though.
Yeah,
Pat Manley.
that's why he stuck around so long.
No, Pat whatchamacallit.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Whatever he's going to do.
Who's his name?
I just
Whatchamacallit.
the kicker anyway. So you know what Santos is, man. If you get him for 48 or less, look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So
I wish we had the Raz on the kicker. Not that I don't know what the fucking Raz would be on a kicker, but
it don't matter. It's numbers, accuracy, percentages. Those are what you want.
anything about these?
It's just something. It's another thing, J2, that we get to watch in
Yeah,
training
Just
camp,
another thing.
hear
Yeah.
about, and in preseason games because you know he's going to be doing most of the kicking.
Yeah. So actually, I mean, I know we're kind of burning the midnight oil for you guys right now. I'll actually just go to linebacker Michael Batten from Houston.
there
You want to
Okay.
bring him up? So these are the rest of the guys I had a list for camp invites. So you're now one rung lower on the ladder of making the practice squad. But I did want to bring this guy up because I really liked his tape. I really liked what I saw. Bit undersized, 6 foot 222, 7.88 RAS. Very athletic, quick with very good speed, lacks size and length, understands what the offense is setting up as he was a prior QB in college. So he was a quarterback, moved to linebacker. So overall, practice squad developmental prospect with the potential to be a core special teamer and possible backup will linebacker. If he can build up muscle mass and his instincts are as good as what I think they are.
Well, let me just say, how bad does your arm have to be to go from quarterback to line? That's it.
I just want to say this because I didn't see anything on this guy. I didn't get to check them all out because they had the initial list. But look at his broad jump and look at his composite speed grade in the 3-cone. They're above average, man.
Yes.
So there is some skill within the man, and to be able to go from a quarterback to linebacker, how long was the transition time?
I think very short. I think he
Like in season, or at the beginning of a season, before the season.
if I remember correctly, he went literally from quarterback to linebacker. But I think like in high school, a lot of these kids are two-way players anyway.
Yeah.
So I think he probably played offense and
Right.
defense. And then when he got to college, he may have, tried to start out as a quarterback. They said, nah, you're really not, don't have
You're
the
not
arms.
that guy, pal.
He
You're
used to
not
play
that guy.
linebacker.
You're not that guy,
There
man.
could be a shot there.
But from what I saw, the video stuff I saw on him on tape, incredibly instinctive, very quick, very fast. Just a guy that like always just reads the play right, and I could just see that like the mental process of him being so incredibly quick as each snap happened. He was just going for it, and he was like right every time. And I was like, man, that's like I really like this guy. So I am high on him. He is just a camp invite. I don't know. He just doesn't have the size or the arm length that may knock him down. I'm hoping for a special teamer who we see in preseason over and over again. Maybe one day cracks the lineup as a core special teamer, but that's still a bit of far reach for him. But man, I'm really rooting for this kid, and I didn't want him to get caught up in the weeds of all the other different people we brought into House Hall.
Well, only thing I have to say about that, I mean, thank you, J2K, first of all and foremost, before I start my joking. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. But true story. It's bad news when you, as a player, comes to a tryout to try out a quarterback. And the head coach says, "You ever think about linebacker?"
You can say that, but the guy played in college. So I get it, Pete.
No, I actually heard that conversation. That's why I'm laughing. I was like,
Oh, really?
yeah. Like, as a quarterback, you make a pretty good linebacker.
I was thinking the same thing, and then Howie, our Bears asked.
But PJ, it's like I'm going to stick you up, Mike, because you're going to be the quarterback of our defense.
To answer Howie's question with the Batten being more of a run guy than coverage guy, I think he fills both needs really well. The issue is in coverage, you see a little bit of the length issue. So the other linebacker that we were looking at that I think we got shut down on, you just saw the small arms in coverage. But the athleticism and speed is there for him to stick in someone's hip pocket. In the run game, he reads his keys so well and so quickly that he really hits the gap before the offensive lineman is there or ready necessarily. So it diminished the need for him to actually have long arms in those situations because he was able to get through the gap kind of untouched because of his quickness and his instincts. But NFL is always such a big step up that you kind of need those longer arms to keep guys off of you. You kind of need a little more size to handle offensive linemen blocking you. So, he's just a guy. He's like my Rudy guy of this UDFA class. Or, I mean, he's just a camp invite. He's not even a UDFA. So I really am rooting for this guy. I hope I get to see him in preseason and see how he plays.
I hope so too. I hope we get to see all these guys in preseason. If the coach and staff thinks, if they don't switch him out with somebody else prior to that. After camp. So did you guys real quick?
We're sharing the same mind, PJ.
Well, I'm going to show you guys this because.
No, wait, boss. PJ's like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I want to go to bed. And he wants to make a quick joke about Howie.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm looking at what Howie saying. He said, "Hey, drums. Hey, kid, you ain't got it."
Well, I was going to get to that, but first, Howie, our Bears says, so my first guitar lesson ended with, "Hey, you ever want to try the drums?" and then drums. "Hey, kid, you ain't got it." You got to put the whole thing in order.
Thank you for doing that.
And then Howie says this. He goes, "Try batting at running back."
Oh, I know what he's talking about. So there's a way to take RAS scores and shift their position. Yeah, and then you kind of see what they could be in another position. And hey, man, batting at a running back, his RAS would go wild. It would look pretty awesome.
Just as long as he don't turn into a doctor and become a proctologist with those 9.5-inch hands.
Oh God, DJ.
Oh my God, Heidi's saying I played guitar for 10 years, and shit happened. So, what's his name? What's her name? How many kids came from that, Heidi? If I didn't have this Bears flag behind me, you see my guitars and all the crap instruments that I have back there that I think I can play. So I'm right there with you.
J2K, sincerely, man, thank you for all the work you did. I appreciate it, man. I applaud your effort, man, and I look forward to it every year hearing from you, man. So thank you for sharing that with us, sincerely.
Absolutely, PJ. I appreciate you saying that, and I mean, it's just like a tradition now that I get to be with you guys over this time, and I'm really thankful for that, and appreciative that you guys bring me back, and everybody in the chat hangs out and we talk, and we do this all the way up to this point of the final draft. So all the conversations I've had with everybody all over YouTube in the chat, I just appreciate talking with you guys. It's a passion of mine, and it just means so much more to be able to share it with other people.
Yeah, and I appreciate you doing that. I really do, man, because
No worries.
honestly, a lot of the guys I don't know nothing about until I hear you talk about them. Then I tend to go look at them a little bit more. And it's like, I value your opinion as well as your hard work. So thank you again very much.
Appreciate it.
No, absolutely, J2. I mean, you give a complete perspective too to each and every one of the guys you talk about. It makes the difference when we do this, because you are our draft expert, man. You know it better than a lot of people out there, more than even some of these guys that I watch on other platforms, not platforms, but on other podcasts. There's 3 or 4 of them on the East Coast. There's 2 or 3 of them on the West Coast that I watch just to see what's going on. And I do a comparison, man. On one of them, and I actually like these guys on East Coast Gridiron, but it's nice to get as much information as possible. I've always said this, man. Give me tons of information and give me options for my team. And then hopefully polls will make the right decision when this happens. Well, you make it you make me want to go look more at some of the players, because I do get misinformed. I don't get enough information. I'm not looking at the tape well enough sometimes. So I just appreciate how deep you go and what you can bring. What? Pause. No, what you bring. No, what you bring to our show every year, and it's critical.
I appreciate how deep you go. What? What are you talking about, folks?
Do you appreciate the J2K?
I appreciate it. No, and yeah, full sincerity. Thank you, Foster. That those types of comments, you and PJ, and I know Dan said it. It means a lot to me. This is, it's a hobby and a passion, and I'm really thankful to share it with other people. It's something that I've always done in the background. Never had this opportunity. So being able to do this with you guys, if anything, more importantly, it's with you guys that I get to do this with. So that's what's so fun, is I actually get to offer a little bit of something to your podcast channel, but I get to hang out with you guys, and we get to chat and have a good time. And so I'm really thankful of this time that I get to do this, and I'm glad that it's a tradition, and that you guys welcome me back every year, and I'll be here next year and the year after.
Absolutely, man.
That's awesome. I've got a question for everybody, J2. So I only wear this shirt once a year, and you guys know because we discussed it prior to the show, but I wore it tonight because all the players we've drafted, we've signed in free agency, the UDFAs we brought in, are these all treats, or are most of them treats? What we need, are they treats, or are they tricking us? Just a dumb question. Gave me a reason to wear this shirt more than once a year. I don't know if you guys can see the shirt.
An excuse for you to go to the coffin is all we need, buddy.
Thank you, Foster, for that.
I'm ready to go into the coffin.
Look at this fucking shirt. It's got dirt from the coffin on it still.
Thank you, Foster, for the piece of information, buddy. I appreciate it.
The guys, man, the killers.
Oh, the white T-shirt 20 years ago.
Right.
Covered in beer
Still has blood on it.
It actually was a little darker orange. It's faded. You would too if you sat in a closet just like I did in my coffin. Excellent, J2K. Thank you again, man.
Let me see if I can just put the keep talking.
I was going to ask J2K.
I know it's hard to shut you up sometimes. It's just keep talking.
Tell everybody where they can go check out your stuff, man.
Yeah, so I do have a YouTube channel that I did start recently. It is called NFL Draft Coverage, and at the moment it is 1 minute highlights that are shorts for 200 plus draft prospects.
Mm-hmm.
I started it a little bit on a whim. I was going one direction with an idea, and I ended up going a different direction and started the draft channel about 4 months ago. So it's just a sneak peek at what I will be adding to and doing more as I develop this for next year. And just as an idea, just give you an idea of where I'm going. I basically already have a plan for next year that I'm going to start June 1st on 2026 NFL draft. So I'll be putting out a lot of content, and what I hope to achieve is basically have 300 to 400 prospects all reviewed under my belt by January, February, so that when we walk into the Shrine Bowl, the Senior Bowl, Combine, Pro Days, and then the NFL Draft, I've already got all the content needed, and on BCP it will be available to show, so we can bring some even better draft coverage to Bear Country Productions. I was going to say podcast productions.
Well, it is.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're not wrong.
so that is, you can check that out. I appreciate it. I really want it to be organic. That's why I'm not trying to overly promote the channel. If you like what I do, please subscribe. If you're not into, checking out every draft prospect out there and you just want some overview of the draft, I will have that as well in the future. I've got a lot of plans for that. More importantly, I've always said that, I'm a guy from the chat. And the chat to me, seeing all your names over and over again in all the other different YouTube podcasts, it's really important to me. It's really special. I think we've got a wonderful community, a family of people who come here to talk football. But I've been seeing all your names for years, some a few days, but we're all a family here, and we're all here to talk football and have a good time and share in
Absolutely.
this passion that we all have. So that's what's most important to me. And then meeting people like all of you and Dan and PJ and Foster and Carl, everybody else out there.
Yes.
It's just been really nice and special. And that's what's most important to me. So if you do want to reach out on a personal level, I would love that, appreciate that. You can hit me up on Twitter. It's J2K Designs on Twitter. If you want to go to my website, j2kdesigns.com. If you don't have Twitter, and Howie, our Bears, we talked about this, there is a section you can contact me at on my website. So if you don't have Twitter, you can contact me there. We can email back and forth. We can chat. I'd love to hear your guys' insight, get to know you. I mean, whatever it is. I just appreciate the community and everything you guys have given to me.
Well deserved, sir.
I'm going to wrap that up by saying everything is mutual, my friend. And from being like the second guest on this show from day one of this channel and all the way to now, it's something that we look forward to with you in your draft. That's you are known as our resident draft expert, my friend, and it goes, it doesn't go unnoticed, the work that you do. So we really appreciate everything
Truly.
that you do for your own self and for your own love and passion, and then you sharing that with us. And seriously, you've seen the comments over this last draft. People, Amphieris saying that he learned a lot from you, and we all do. I rely on you. At this point, I don't have the time for it in my life to do what you do. So you just being a longtime friend of the channel and sharing your expertise and love and passion with us is an absolute honor for us. And I want to thank you for everything that you have done for us eternally up to this point, as well as this last draft. You've made it super fun, super knowledgeable. You've taught us a lot, and much love and appreciation to you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you very
I
much.
consider you one of my friends, J2.
Absolutely.
I do
So,
too.
I sent you
And,
pictures of my yard, just like I sent you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly,
well, you don't have to scare the guy off.
and honestly, I mean, not just the draft, but I mean the other
right.
stuff you do with the designs and everything. J2K, man, you're awesome, man, for real.
You're
You
amazing.
truly are.
You're amazing.
Thank you very much. It means a lot.
J2K rebranded our logo and everything, and not only that, but taught me how to use the software to do it myself. That's a friend. That's a friend. So,
and you watch, you guys watch all these channels. You see J2K all over the place when you're watching the show, if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
He's helping.
No, Cliff, it's not over. I'm a firm believer in giving people their flowers while we can, man. I mean, give people their flowers when they can hear it. I want to wait till after it's too late to tell them. I want to tell them why they can hear it. That's why I have no problems giving credit to where credit's due. And again, man, J2K deserves it. He really does. He's a good guy, man. I talked to him on a personal note on a few occasions, and man, I like his work. I like his friendship. Man, he's a good dude. I sincerely mean that, man. You really are a good dude. I appreciate it.
Cliff is right, though. This is the last show. So
what?
I can't believe. Well, I was talking to him on the side. He knew it was over. This is the last show. So this is going to be the final show of BCP until next Thursday. We'll see.
Well, I appreciate that, and yeah, I mean, I'm here for the draft coverage. You guys have your group that is BCP, you know, and I'm here for the draft coverage. So I appreciate you guys saying this while I'm here with you. And thank you very much for all the kind words. It means a lot to me. And hey, everything is mutual, you guys. Like, appreciate all of you guys out there. There's a reason why I get so excited to when Dan calls me up. He's like, "Hey, can you teach me Photoshop tonight?" And then I'm like, yes, I can, Dan. It's gonna be fun. And we have such a good conversation, and we hang out, and you know, I'm helping him help his channel, and I appreciate him asking me to be a helpful person, and all this stuff has value to me because, you know, I enjoy being a part of the community and helping people out, and especially if I have something that I can offer and it benefits somebody else in life. That's all what I'm here for.
That's a good dude right there. That's
you know what happens every show. No matter how good I'm feeling or how bad I'm feeling, I always feel better at the end of the show than I did when I walked in. I don't care if I'm this high, then I'm another 2 inches. Well, no, I don't drink, and I'm not drinking whatever the crap you're drinking is. But
plus, you don't even make it to the end of the show half the time, bro. What are you talking about?
But you are sniffing draft pussy. We know that much.
He takes off early. He always talk about I feel better by the time the show ends. You be gold by the time the show ends.
He's like, I'm sniffing
in the bed with his shirt off and whatnot. I mean, what are you doing, bro?
See, look at Heidi agrees with me though.
No, and I hear what Fox is saying.
I could come in here and have a terrible freaking week all week in between shows. But the minute I get on here and I start talking with you guys and I get involved with the chat, all that crap's gone. And then when the show's over, when I'm feeling really bad, I really don't want it to end.
Right.
Because I like feeling good. And sometimes that's hard. So I don't know. I love this. I love this stuff.
It's like my wife tonight, like my day at work. She came up to me. She's like, you need to just put that aside and go have fun tonight. And you called me right before the show. I can't tell you guys what a day it was at work. It was one of the worst, if not the worst. So just coming in here and having a good time, laughing and getting some knowledge from some of these UDFAs, from your knowledge, J2K, and you guys, you know, Foster and PJ and Carl and everyone in chat that makes this fun. It's if you don't go a day without laughing, it's really a bad day. It really is. And
I'll be making a coffin for you.
this is the damn day. This is the one damn day of the week that I know that I'm not going to go without laughing. And no matter how difficult it might seem to do a show, every fucking Thursday, when we get in here and we do it, it becomes bigger than life. And so I love all you guys in chat. Like Heidi saying there, pinche shorty, you scared me. Like thinking that I was like literally going to end the show. Howie saying the same thing. First time, last time. You just ain't got it. And then saying, positive vibes. I mean, Cliff is here every damn week. Cliff is my friend. We break bread together. I look forward to visiting. I feel like if I go to Florida and don't visit him, I'm an asshole. Love you, Cliff. Heidi, love you. She's been on the show. You got to come back again? Please do that. We'll arrange that soon next week if you want. And you guys are every one of you, every last one of you is what makes this so special for all of us. And without any one of you, it does not exist. This is about something that I just created that has become you guys. And so thank all of you for that. I can't thank you enough. I want to cry.
Yeah, you guys in the chat. I mean, I'm serious. You guys in the chat means a lot that you guys here and interact with each other. And I mean, I appreciate you guys in the chat. I do. You guys, man, are very insightful. You're funny, hilarious. You laugh at our jokes. I know Foster give you a lot of material to laugh at, but I mean, hey, can't help it. I mean, he makes me laugh just thinking about it sometimes because when I remember the times he would lay up in the bed. I don't know if we did it on the show or we would be backstage.
It's got his shirt
off and lay in the bed while he's still talking to us. I'm like, bro, what are you
tired,
doing,
man? I'm old. That those 800 years are taking a toll, man.
Dude, that's why you just gotta retire and take your vampire ass down to Louisiana, to New Orleans, where you should be.
Well,
that's where all the vampires are in New Orleans.
Yeah, I just don't want to be in New Orleans because when they go under, I don't feel like taking out a bunch of people, man.
You got plenty of tourists to eat, dude. You'll be feasting over. All of a sudden, you'll feel like you're 500 again.
Yeah, dude, I can make it anywhere as long as there's people around. I just love all the stuff in the chat. Everybody's saying, man. They're like, this is my break. This is my release. This is a walk away. I don't have to. Let me just read what these guys all wrote in the chat.
Yeah.
You just go down the list and read the chat here at the end.
Yeah.
So that is great. And you know what? The only reason God even put me on earth was to help people. And if I make you laugh, I'm helping you.
Mm-hmm.
If I open a door for you, which I'll never do for you, Shorty.
I would never fucking do it for you either.
I know. The last time, man, we were going into a restaurant right before the Bears opening day, and he fucking slammed the glass door right in my ass.
Totally.
Oh, sorry about that.
It broke because you walked into it. That was a perfect slam.
Yeah. The door was one of those round ones, dude. It didn't break. You stopped it on purpose.
It's all about having a good time, fellas. And I do have a good time with you guys, so I appreciate you guys. I do.
I appreciate you too.
Even when it may seem like I'm having a bad day, I do think back on some of the things going on in the show, and I laugh back on it then. But yeah, thanks, guys. I mean, I sincerely thank you guys. J2K, Foster, Shorty, Carl, Walt, Triple R, Samo, Nomad, all you guys from the past that I've been on the shows with. Thank you guys, all of you guys.
Yeah.
Kids, all you guys. Thank you.
I just can't drink the bourbon, Heidi.
Without saying that, you can't thank Aldo, the Podfather.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Aldo,
I
have a lot of, I would never call another man father. First of all, let me be clear about that. Will never call another man father.
Oh, Jesus. I always say something wrong.
I'm just saying I won't.
I'm always saying something. I gotta watch my words with you.
I'm just saying I won't. I mean, you can, but I won't because of my father is my father, and that's the only man I will ever call father. So that being said, because I won't even call a priest father.
Well,
that being said,
I am your
Aldo,
father.
I do have a lot of respect for Aldo and what he's done for our show. And man, he even supported me in a fundraiser. So Aldo, if you're listening somewhere, I appreciate you tremendously as well.
We might not be sitting here together if it wasn't for Aldo.
We would not
Straight
be.
up.
Good point.
Straight up.
We would not be. That's for 100% sure. So
What the
with
hell
that
is
being-
Bears Country Podcast? That's the first time I saw it. What the hell is this?
fuck, what, Bears what is it like Bears like country?
Bunch of hicks talking about Bears. Is it the Chicago Bears or are they
Oh,
shooting Bears?
It's one hick. It's one hick.
Yeah, well, you know how the mind can mess you up, and mine's already messed up. So
Don't believe everything you think, right?
that's right.
No, I mean seriously. People were like, Bears country? Like, what is this country? Like, no,
That's
it's
what I
Bears.
said.
It's fucking Bears. There's a banner. I had the banner behind me. Go watch the first 25 episodes. There's a banner.
No.
Bears
No.
country.
No. We don't need to go back that far.
No, don't do that. That's embarrassing.
Or J2K now. He's got to always put up with this kind of crap.
Those are the embarrassing times. I have to go just make those videos private.
Man, almost as bad as Drippy Dicks.
Good night, everybody, because I don't want to see that commercial.
Wait a second. As
Oh,
bad
you
as
did it.
Frickin' PJ. I knew it.
or
Somebody say
as good as Drippy Dicks.
Good night, everybody.
Fucking Carl.
Bears.
Carl, remove them. Oh,
Carl's gone to bed.
no, he didn't.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Dick Richards. You may know my brother.
This is the full version, by the way. I'm giving you the full 2 minutes. Enjoy before we sign off.
Greetings.
So-
I'm Dr. Dick Richards. You may know my brother Chim Richards from the iconic film Anchorman. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about my revolutionary new product, Drippy Dicks. Have you
We're
ever
sponsored,
thought
guys.
you were done going pee-pee?
Back when Shorty
And then
had hair.
Suddenly you found.
Dr. Dick, the camera's to your left.
Damn it! You told me the camera was to my right. Have you ever thought you were done going pee-pee? Only moments later to find a drip or 2 or 3 in your underwear? Perhaps
Watch the
even
fuse drop.
saturated through to your outerwear? Have you ever felt ashamed? Well, feel ashamed no more. Even the iconic legendary musician Elvis Presley has had his own share of drippy dick. For all the males and the they, them, their, though, thou arts out there. Anyone with a dick. I've invented a revolutionary patented design called Drippy Dicks. Not only will it prevent your outerwear from becoming saturated, but also your innerwear. Here's how it works. Our state-of-the-art patented design can absorb up to 2.5 cups of pee-pee. Simply remove the plastic from the adhesive side. Place adhesive side down in your banana hammock.
Everyone's
Nobody wants
leaving.
a sticky pee-pee. We're trying to prevent a drippy pee-pee. Just watch Drippy Dicks go to work.
This dude right here, man.
The banana hammock is still dry. Just look at that absorption. That's the patented design of Drippy Dicks.
Come on. Enjoy
Made by
this.
a dick for a dick.
He just wanted to show his crotch. Well, he didn't do. He just wanted to show his crotch. His guy.
Get your box of Drippy Dicks today.
Lord.
Next profession, stripper.
Good night, Clipster.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching that. Because you know what? I promise you that was the hardest I ever laughed making that. My wife and I, 4:00 in the morning, we're like watching that video over and over and over again. I'm like, I'm gonna wake up to like 18,000 views at this tomorrow. The next day, 26. I'm like, I fucking to you, I watched that more than 26 times.
they're all your views.
I was going to say, man, Walt said it too. He goes, man, if you're pissing 2.5 cups like that, I think you got bigger problems than Drippy Dicks, dude. You might need to go see a fucking doctor.
At least he don't have a prostate problem with a urinal like
True.
that.
That's true.
The worst part is that
Maybe there is no prostate if he's got pissing like that.
Depends, which is now Depend, made a fucking version of that for men.
Yeah, we know because Cliff already put that up before you said it. Now, Dan, tell us what Depends did to you. And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
started
Thank
telling
you,
us.
Cliff. Thank you. It's actually Depend now. That's part of the
Yeah,
Mandela
whatever.
effect, Cliff.
Depends.
All right.
Right
Well,
was one of them, and I don't use the other one.
so just for note, like that was right after my mother-in-law passed, and it was a very difficult time, and that was what we did to make ourselves laugh hysterically to get our mind off of it. And my wife and I, she recorded the whole thing. I knew a guy that acted that whole thing out, so he was kind enough to do it for free.
Come on, man. Howie wants to know the truth. Tell us where the bad man touched you. Great one, Howie.
Don't you just love
That's why I love this show, because everybody gets involved in anything we bring up on air. Everybody's got a comment for it, and somebody's always got a good one. Where's fucking Scrolls at? He's
You know what's great? I actually know Howie from some other totally random YouTube channels, football channels, and I mean some Bears and stuff. But you know, he found you guys, and now he's having a great time. I appreciate you, Howie. I'm so glad you're here. It means a lot to me. I didn't know you knew about BCP, or you just recently found us, but I've seen you around the chat, and we've talked a bit and all that stuff. So it's just such a magnetic place for everybody to come, and I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Man, have a good time for real.
Honestly,
here, have a good time, man, for real.
Honestly, thank you for saying that, and well said. And thank you, Howie. Absolutely. My favorite part about the Drippy Dicks video was when that actor that I hired for free sat on the toilet and was like, "For all the they, them, the anyone with a dick." My wife and I still, like, anytime there's anything that still sounds like that, we both go, "Anyone with a dick." That's like the part that just kills us.
We don't worry about being politically correct here.
Fuck no.
Anyone with the dick, so that's got to be a high percentage of women, because I'm sure they got one in the night.
Anyone with a dick.
Anyone with the dick.
They, them, there, though the arts aren't there. Anyone with a dick.
Did you see what he said? You see what I was saying?
I am going to Wisconsin around the 11th of May.
We don't want to hear about the other guy.
No. You won't have to, because I don't do threesomes like you do, Shorty.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God.
Cliff says I don't leak, but it looks like a good product to me.
Hey, Barb, I'll take 2 of those.
I know Maurice Lester's always bugging you for that internet connection to get those. I mean the address for that shit. He's got a problem too, I think. Frickin' Maurice.
Thank you, Cliff. I needed that, man. Thank you. Oh my God.
Cliffster.
Oh God, I love you.
Cliff's on this show. Sometimes he's here before us, even. A lot of times he's here before us. It was like him and Mr. Mayman are always commenting in the chats 20 minutes before the show starts. Come on, man. Would you get on the air? Like, it's 8:10. Where you been?
Chad's here early too. Mr. Mayhem, Chad, Antmus.
All right, Howie. Patty, Heidi.
Let's just end this, because I have to go laugh about that for like another 8 minutes. Cliff, that was fucking hilarious.
I actually have to go pee, and I'm not wearing my drippy dick, so I can't do it while I'm here. See how that worked? Shorty was nowhere in this mode when I talked to him on the phone about 5 minutes before the show started.
God, I was looking for the next bridge. Where's the? I don't have any bridges by me. Fuck. Oh, there's a good tree over there.
Shorty, you got to remember this. Things may be fatal, but at least they're not serious.
And don't always believe what you think.
And don't always believe. No, and you shouldn't believe everything you think.
Exactly. Oh
You-
man.
you guys ever feel like you wandered into the Twilight Zone?
Well, I showed you. I explained this with the fucking tube of ointment that disappeared into the matrix for 5 minutes. You don't make me go down that road again.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
Twilight Zone.
there's a 30-minute segment on a 5-minute video.
I walked into a situation April 26th of 2000, and it's finally going to end hopefully here in May of 2025. So there's 5 years of Twilight Zone, my friend.
Wow, we've been going
Well,
that.
congratulations, whatever it may be, boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Foster?
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, me too. That's what I said. I said I'm not even going to say nothing until
You're like,
around the middle of May.
Yeah, reverse
I just
psychology.
read Waltz.
Reverse psychology, my friend. It's never going to happen.
That's right.
Walt,
It never
I
fucking works for
sincerely
you, Shorty.
appreciate
You
you
should have
sticking
never
around,
said it to
man.
me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Walt.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
it's infectious. Like we were
Yeah.
supposed to end this show like I don't know 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even Walt says I was supposed to go edit a video an hour ago, but I stayed for you guys. Laugh out loud.
Hey,
Oh man.
We'll
By the
see.
way,
We'll see you tomorrow.
Patty's bringing up a good point.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Download that mobile app. Go watch Sports Zone Chicago. Sean Sierra covering all sports, Cubs, Sox, Bulls, Bears, mostly Bears, because he's just like us. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 9 a.m. Central Time. Please, I implore you to check that channel out because he is the shit. And thank you for reminding me to pull that up because I love Sean. So we'll have to have him on again soon.
you
You
gonna read
guys,
your coffee?
Hmm?
You gonna read your coffee?
Coffee ad.
Your coffee ad.
Growler coffee.
Oh,
Did
by the way.
somebody say growler coffee?
by the way, if you like coffee, guys, make sure that you guys go to Connect in Chaos on gremlingrowlers.com. And if you use the promo code, go to gremlingrowlers.com, use the promo code BCP2025 and get $3 off per pound of this fresh freaking bag of roasted coffee that you see here in my hand in just a second. This bag right here. You've got all different kinds. If you guys like coffee, this is our official sponsor. Please make sure you go out, check out Connecting Chaos, go to gremlingrowlers.com. The link for all of this is in the description of every single show that we do. Please, if you love coffee, I implore you to try it out. It is the best coffee that I've ever had. They roast it in-house. When you open it up, the beans are still like oily. They're delicious. I grind them myself. You can get it pre-ground or get it unground. If you like coffee, I love coffee. Check them out. Please do. You'll help support a local business. You'll also help to support BCP, helping to support that local business. And with the fucking tariffs we're getting in this country, God knows it'll help everyone in the chain down. So please check them out. The link is in the description.
And I might add, if you're gonna drink, please drink responsibly.
There you go, Pete. Tell him, man.
Yeah, it's high octane. Don't overdo it. You don't want to end up like Foster. Guys,
Probably not.
you don't look like false.
That's the end of the ad read.
I didn't want to say anything because when you speak the truth, sometimes I got to let it flow. I'm drinking ice cold fucking coffee, and I don't like that shit.
Listen, it's It's $3 off a pound. I'm not kidding. Is very, very generous. They're a small, struggling business, just like all the small businesses are. And for them to offer that for a promo code BCP 2025 is very, very, very generous. And I implore you to try it out for that because I can't even get it for that price. So it's in the link. It's in the description. The link is in the description. Please check it out. Get yourself a pound of ground or unground coffee today from Connect in Chaos at gremlingrowlers.com.
Hey, Teej, wasn't Kitty talking about small and struggling like 6 months ago?
Oh.
I don't know, J2K. They be playing dirty over there.
Yeah.
No, I will say, go support small businesses, American-run small businesses, you guys. That's
Absolutely.
a great thing to do, and I know it's one of Shorty's good friends, but it is a good company. And talking with Shorty, I've gotten to know who they are and what their business is, and please support them if you can.
I thank you very much for saying that. I really appreciate that. Guys, chat, you guys have been absolutely amazing. Everyone that came back after we had 70 plus watching and we lost half of you, we're back to 34. I appreciate all of you coming back, catching the new stream after we got pulled for ridiculous YouTube bullshit. And much love to you that came back, and much love and appreciation. And again, thank you for everyone for your super chats. We love and appreciate you guys, every one of you in chat. Too long to go through the list because there's 2 shows to go through. But Patty, your husband, Armando, we love you. Thank you very much. Howie, our Bears, we appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight as long as you have. Amphieris, Cliff, my man Cliff, Atmos,
Walt,
Mr. Mayhem, Jay Grizz,
Luke, Viz Joe. There was a bunch. I can't even remember how many.
Congrats.
So Joe, it's just you guys are what makes this happen for us, and without you, it wouldn't be. So thank you guys.
Actually, let me throw this out there. I don't know if anybody wants more Bears content. It's Thursday night, and 4-Star Chicago Sports just started their podcast.
Hop over there. Those guys are awesome. They've been on the show with us too. They're actually from my hometown. So they immediately just became friends with me. So
well, we don't want to go too far tonight with too much, guys. So
Yeah, congratulations, Walt.
I just didn't take them off. I had to cut you off on that, dude. Sorry.
no, they're awesome. Go
Yeah,
check them out if you want.
absolutely.
You want some more good Bears content. Chicago. What is it again? 4-Star.
4-Star Chicago Sports, and Atmos and a bunch of the crew from here is already in the chat because I just turned it on my phone.
4-Star Chicago.
Like Shorty don't know because him and I fall asleep on Thursday nights listening to those guys almost every week.
I know. Well, there's so many things that end with Chicago Sports or Sports Chicago that I get them lost. So
We love you.
Yeah. And I know you guys probably already mentioned this, but I want to give Walt a special shout out again. Check out his content. Walt's
Absolutely.
content is awesome, man. I enjoy his content. It's like in short videos, about 15, 20 minutes or so. But check him out. Walt, if you can, put the name of your channel in the chat again for the everyone.
The Bear Review. The Bear Review.
Is that okay? Yeah, that's right.
He's got some great content. It's usually between 3 and 10, 15 minutes long. It's sometimes it's real nice when you're on the go because it's quick and precise and it's right to the point. You don't have to deal with animals like us. Okay, like me, Jordy.
I'm a spirit animal.
Yeah, we know.
What animal is that, Jordy?
Put the link in
Bear.
there.
I'm a bear. I'm a fucking spirit animal bear.
Oh, you're a Thundercat.
Right.
Oh,
Right. That's what I'm thinking. See? Yeah.
That was great timing.
See, now you're gonna go look for the sword now. I knew it. I knew it.
The only sword he can polish up that his wife lets him touch.
I just want to see the full cosplay outfit because I know he's got one.
look at that beauty. The only thing is, It has an erection longer than 4 hours. I don't have the flaccid version of it.
Oh, too far. TMI.
TMI.
He's the king of that.
From drippy dicks to that.
Right.
Wow.
I think there's a new product in your future, Dan.
Right. This guy.
Do you want a Thundercat sword?
No. Go on, Foster.
Oh shit! We just killed Foster.
You gonna cough up a lung?
Yeah, he's about to spit it out.
Did you go full Sammy Sosa?
Dude, you
Always coming here with the good ones, man.
you're gonna have to kill me. You won't catch me going around. You won't catch me going around dying. They'll have to kill me before I die.
Walt says, and I thought I was a nerd.
Take an easy way out like that, dying. You won't catch me dying. They'll have to kill me first.
You're not a quitter.
Nope. That's exactly what she said too.
Oh my god.
I got to get back to doing a bear. I got to go through the names and do another poem, another ode to the chat part 2, man. I got to get on that.
Yeah, you know, I've been meaning to get around to that. You know, you said just having the time.
I always said, did he go full Sammy Sosa?
Steroided, did you?
Robert Downey Jr. You never go full retard.
You got some lucky strikes in your pocket, huh?
Well, Howie smokes the same brand.
Yeah.
Howie our Bears. He goes, Foster, what brand you smoke? I'm a Lucky Strikes. Me
He-
too.
Listen, Howie, he is full of shit. He smokes the cigarettes that he pawned off the last guy he bit. So,
I rotate sometimes because these are like a lot cheaper and they're very close.
I'm just curious to know how many offspring you have in this world.
76.
Okay, so you just send them right to New Orleans then, or what?
It was my tribute to the birth of this country and Steve McMichael.
Do you put them in coffins before you ship them to New Orleans?
Nah, I send later. They go along later, man.
Are they daywalkers?
Yeah, they're all. Well, this guy's. Of course, they have his genes.
Yep.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm saying daywalkers.
Ant-ness,
Traditional.
Ant-ness. I've been here a while. I just can't add my 2 cents with like 2 little ones running around. You don't have to say it out loud. Are they going to read your typing, or are they? Ooh, they might be old enough to read it.
I can't type. Not right now. Guys, let's get the fuck out of here. I love you guys. I love all you in chat. Thank you guys so much. I've got to go to bed. It's 1 a.m. for me.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for making us laugh. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for laughing with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll be back next Thursday, whether you guys like it or not.
I'll have to come in late again then.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was hoping you wouldn't be here when I got here. But yeah. J2K, again, thank you for all of your love, support, appreciation, and all of your help and everything that you do for yourself and for us. We can't thank you enough. Guys,
Absolutely.
You guys are my guys for life. I love you guys with all my heart. Everyone in chat here, you know that too, man. We love you. You guys are what makes this channel. And we're just going to end it with that on a 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
8, 9, 10.
Bears.
Cubs.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
You know where this came from? My cousin and I, Steve,
Another 30 minutes on the air
every
now.
time we would leave, we would just be like, Bears. So that became my thing. A lot of people like to say bear down, all this and that. This is our thing. Bears.
yacht, groove, stay. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate, ready, Yeti elite. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo.